Hello dear Aries, I will tell you today's horoscope for October 8th, 2024. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello dear Aries, I'll tell you today's horoscope. Stopping living today to live tomorrow is a bad deal, because the only real thing we have is the here, the now, and the present. Someone from your past is trying to get in touch with you. He or she has felt a sudden inspiration to revive a relationship, and it's worth giving yourself a second chance if you want it. Love may be knocking on your door today, and you shouldn't harden your heart because everything is possible right now. You have control of the situation in your hands, although you're not making the most of it due to the insecurities that surround you. You'd like to improve your financial situation, but everything will come in its time. You'll be successful at work. Don't forget to thank whoever helped you. You'll have to leave some projects for later, but they'll come out. Your economy is starting to take a turn towards stability, and it will do you good. It would also do you good to have a little fun and go to new places. You can't always expect to be given everything, you have to compromise a little. In love, it would be good for you to take the first step towards that person you like. It will go well for you. Try to move around today or do some energizing activity. For your good health, you should sleep at least 7 hours a day to recover from your efforts. Try to take a break after each day or go for a long walk. Don't stop exercising, it will be very good for you to relax. Look up at the sky. In the sky you will see Mars, your ruler, which today has 2 squares, one with Saturn and one with the North Node. Don't be dramatic and remember that many times people talk for the sake of talking because they have nothing better to do. Before complicating your life with a sad idea, believing that you are not loved or that you will lose your stability, think twice. Remember that now your ruler Mars in 2 squares tends to make you impulsive and careless with what you say or do, which could cause difficulties in your personal relationships. In love, you will find an acceptable solution to the tense situation you are experiencing as a result of a destabilizing position of your ruler Neptune. Soon, the water will recover its level and your love life will flourish. If everything is fine in your current relationship, do not let jealousy or ambiguous situations cause separations or temporary estrangements due to a misinterpretation or a word said at a bad time, which you may later regret. In health, inactivity is dangerous. You are spending too much time sitting behind your computer and you do not move enough. Give exercise its place, because the physical activity you do will be of great help to you in the future. Act with the common sense that characterizes you when you set your mind to it. Don't neglect the treatments you are receiving if you suffer from a condition, such as diabetes, for example. The stars contribute to your recovery. If you are a coffee lover, be careful. These days you have been overdoing it and it is bad. Caffeine consumption, especially in excess, is not favorable. In the work area, if your job is in a small company or originates in your home, it is also favorable. Take advantage of this good streak and you will increase your earnings. With your ruler Mars direct in the air element, there is a good planetary influence that sharpens your ability to face difficult work situations. It is your time to resolve legal issues or request improvements in your current position. The prospects are good. Money and fortune. Even if you have to be away from home for some time, you will discover that it was all worth it, because your presence will be essential to live longer and reach legal agreements related to your money. Prepare for a local trip that will be beneficial in economic terms. Your finances are in a good aspect and you are likely to receive money unexpectedly from an innocent person. Don't waste it buying things you don't really need, and rather save it for a good future investment. Astrological biorhythm for today. Sexual energy level, high. Cosmic dynamics, your energy and drive inspire you to declare your feelings and open your heart to that person. Dangerous tendency, letting yourself be carried away by the well-known Arian impulses that put you in embarrassing situations that you should avoid. Talking without thinking, opening your mouth when the words come without meditating on their scope. Phrase of the day. Among all fears, there is no more destructive fear than the fear of failure. Relationship prediction. This day things will go very well if your partner is a fire sign, also with Sagittarius, and very well with Libra and Gemini. There could be good compatibility with Virgo, even if it is an earth sign. The most tense relationship, be careful when getting into arguments with Cancer or Scorpio. There is a good vibe with all the fire and air signs, but not so much with the water signs. If you are single, exciting times are predicted in your love life and your sentimental scenario is bringing you closer to that person. Your special lucky number is 21. Try to use it, as well as your lucky color, which today is purple. The universal number for this general day for all signs is 6. In numerology, the totals are reduced to 1 digit. Favorable hours in matters of love, money, and business. They are given according to the Eastern European Standard Time, and you must adapt them to your national time: 3:35 a.m., 4:50 a.m., 5:15 p.m., and 7:20 p.m. Lucky numbers in chance are 13, 26, 32, and 44. With Mars in your sign, you may be a little upset, but your decisions must be the result of reflection, because if you let yourself be carried away by impulsiveness, things will not turn out as you wish. You need to be more aware of the things you say to others. Today you are likely to hurt the feelings of someone who is in your world. It can be at work as well as in your family life. You need to apologize to a person you have hurt and love. Aries, subscribe and activate the notifications so you don't miss any video. Love has many facets, from being a child to a warrior or an angel. This is a virtue, as it adapts to the personality and energy of lovers. However, make sure that the face you show today does not hurt the person you love. Be a force of nature, a hurricane. Today you must take the lead over your competition. Don't let them get the better of you, as they might take advantage of an opportunity that was originally yours. Don't back down. Drinking water is essential, despite what has been said about other drinks like wine or vodka. Water is your true connection to creation, providing you with minerals and magnetic forces from the earth. Listen to the advice of doctors. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, help us make them even better by becoming a patron of the channel. All you have to do is click the thank you button, and with your help we will continue to grow. Jack didn't hesitate. As soon as the beanstalk appeared, he knew what he had to do. He climbed straight to the top and reached a magical land, but his amazement was interrupted by a terrible sound, the footsteps of an approaching giant. You are struggling with the conflict you have in your world, between the hope of a growing opportunity and the fear of impending trouble. Your worries seem bigger than your hopes, but as you will see today, just as the fairy tale ends well, so will the situation you are facing. If everything is fine in your current relationship, do not give way to jealousy or ambiguous situations that can cause separations or temporary estrangements due to a misinterpretation, a word badly said at a bad time that you would later regret. Do not worry about things you assume. It is important that you live each day peacefully and do not get caught up in confusing situations caused by people with personal problems who come between you and your partner. Be very careful with the things you say. You may have inadvertently made your partner have a bad time. Apologize for the things you have said even without realizing it. Those little words can make love crumble. Do not take anything lightly. Act with the common sense that characterizes you when you set your mind to it, Aries. Don't neglect the treatments you are receiving if you suffer from a condition such as diabetes, for example. The stars contribute to your recovery if you help them. If you are a coffee lover, be careful. These days you have been overindulging in caffeine. For today, try to cut back a little. because if you continue with these excesses, in a few days you could end up in the hospital. Be very careful with that, avoid excesses. With your ruler Mars direct in the air element, there is a good planetary influence that sharpens your ability to face difficult work situations. It is your time to resolve legal issues at work or request improvements in your current position. The prospects are good. Good news, today you are likely to receive an invitation to a business that will be very profitable for you. It is important that you take this situation with caution and patience, since the future of that business will depend on many important decisions. It is the perfect time to get your creativity and entrepreneurial spirit going. Your finances are looking good, and you are likely to receive money unexpectedly from an absent person. Don't waste it buying things you don't really need, and save it for a good future investment. It's time to put everything in order, and by this I mean your household expenses. Try not to spend on things that you will not need at all and that will end up lying around in a corner of your house. As a tip for the day, you can safely bet on games that have to do with bets or raffles. It is important that you learn to separate your emotional situation from your finances, since these 2 points are not compatible at all. If not, you may find yourself in big trouble later on. Today you need to make decisions based on what is most viable for your finances. Among all fears, there is no fear more destructive than the fear of failure. Today is not the time to immerse yourself in nostalgia, Aries, thinking about a love you left behind. You have to put willpower on a daily basis and overcome these thoughts. Focus on the present and a little on the future. There is a person near you who is waiting for you to have a gesture of approach. He or she is not asking you for a relationship, but only for friendship. Give it a chance, and maybe it will help you heal wounds. The arrival of a new love would change your life, but you are the one who is closing the doors to this possibility every day. Get out of the house, meet up with people who love you and with whom you have fun, restless Aries. Laughing a little is a great remedy against melancholy. Do it today or your fantastic day will be 2 days of whining. Aries and Capricorn, compatibility of signs in love, friendship, and work. Is your sign compatible with your partners? Do you want to set up a business, and would you like to know your compatibility with your partner? Is your sign compatible with your friends' signs? Aries and Capricorn in friendship. Aries and Capricorn in the field of friendship are the living representation of what is said neither with you nor without you. Their different points of view on multiple issues leads them to be constantly in a tug-of-war that almost always ends in a draw. Aries is more spontaneous, but Capricorn always calculates the negative side of things, but only to prevent unpleasant situations. They always have a plan B, and this amazes Aries quite a bit, who usually follows his impulses without stopping to think about the cons. Capricorn's cool and organized mind is a relief for Aries, who leaves certain responsibilities that friendship implies, such as deciding where to go for the day or which restaurant to reserve a table for dinner, calmly in Capricorn's hands with the assurance that the plan will not fail. Aries and Capricorn know how to make others follow them, for that they have a vocation to be leaders. Their friendship may have ups and downs, but others will perceive them as a perfect pair to ensure that the group has fun. Their power and leadership skills are very necessary to lead others to a good end, and in this they are really the kings. Conclusion: Aries and Capricorn in friendship. Sparks can fly between them, but those around them will adore them. Aries and Capricorn at work. Aries likes Capricorn's willingness to work and make their way, but their sometimes crude realism paralyzes them. For their part, Capricorn sees Aries as a good partner for their projects, but from their demanding perspective they suspect each and every small flaw they may have. Aries and Capricorn can come to understand each other and achieve very good results if they both participate in a project devised by either of them. But you have to know their personalities thoroughly to understand where their differences come from. At the same time, we can discover what are the factors that unite Aries and Capricorn the most. The latter is the most ambitious sign and also the most successful. They are willing to fight hard to achieve their goals, but something plays against them. They are not in favor of innovation. This aspect, on the other hand, does not scare Aries at all, who jumps in without hesitation when they think it is positive. In their joint tasks, Aries and Capricorn will also have to cultivate social relationships along with the ability to get along with others, something in which Capricorn has a certain advantage. Both, and for different reasons, desire power, but are very capable of sharing it for the common good. Your intensity, Aries, that which characterizes you and distinguishes you among others, will be stronger than ever this week. This overflowing energy will attract many people to you, as some will want to borrow part of your vitality for their own benefit. However, I advise you not to give your energy to just anyone. It is important that you surround yourself with people who really value who you are and what you can offer. In addition, there is something very positive happening in your life. You are freeing yourself from the heavy burdens that have kept your mind busy for a long time. Little by little, you are letting go of those worries that were not letting you move forward, and that is a sign that you are healing emotionally. You are entering a phase of mental and emotional renewal. Take advantage of this moment to leave behind the situations that no longer serve you. It is possible that this week you will receive an unpleasant notice related to the health of a family member. If this happens, stay calm and offer all the help within your reach. Do not let fear or sadness paralyze you, because your strength will be necessary to overcome any obstacle that may arise. Your loved ones will need your support, and your ability to face problems will be essential these days. On the other hand, there is an important warning that the universe wants you to hear. Someone from the past could reappear unexpectedly, perhaps through a message or an unexpected encounter. Do not get carried away by nostalgia or by what was in the past. Remember that the people left behind do not always have something good to offer you in the present. In this case, the advice is clear: do not go back. This person no longer has anything new to contribute to your life, and looking to the future will be the best option for you. It's time to do a deep analysis of the friendships around you. Sometimes, we get so used to the people in our environment that we don't realize that, instead of adding, they may be subtracting. Take a moment to reflect on what your friends are contributing to your life. If you find that you are losing more than you gain in certain relationships, it may be time to reconsider whether you want to continue maintaining those ties. Despite these doubts in your friendships, don't give up on your goals and objectives. You are close to achieving what you have long desired, and the universe is reminding you that perseverance always pays off. Even if you feel that you are exhausted or that the difficulties are many, remember that you are very close to achieving it. This week will be excellent to celebrate the good that life has given you. Don't be surprised if you receive an invitation to go out either with friends or at a formal meeting. Take advantage of these opportunities, as they will be beneficial for generating new contact networks. You will meet people who could open important doors for you in the future. In love, you may have neglected the person you love a little lately. You are forgetting how to make him or her feel good, and although you may not be noticing it, your partner is resenting it. Remember that love is like a plant that needs to be constantly watered to flourish. Dedicate more time to that special person. It doesn't matter how many years have passed or the mistakes of the past. The important thing is that if you decide to continue with that person, you do it with all your heart. Explore your feelings and don't let routine extinguish what you feel. For single Aries, these days will bring interesting encounters, but be careful with first impressions. Appearances can be deceiving, and not all people will be what they appear to be. Be cautious and don't be hasty in judging. This week you will feel the weight of your responsibilities. You might think about looking for a new job, something with better pay or a more positive environment. If you feel that you are no longer comfortable in your current job, this may be the time to seriously rethink it. Don't overload yourself with work and, above all, don't keep quiet. If something is not working, it is crucial that you express it so that you can find a solution. You have many skills and talents, Aries, but you are not the only one. This week, someone is likely to offer you valuable advice related to your work. Be grateful and use it to improve your performance. On the financial front, you will have good news. You may receive unexpected money from an absent person. However, it is important that you do not squander it on things that you do not need. Save that money for a good future investment. Put your finances in order and avoid unnecessary expenses at home. As for your well-being, if life is not smiling at you as before, then you must take the reins and create the happiness you seek. There's no point in complaining about what hasn't come. Remember that you are a strong person with an immense capacity to fight for what you want. Never give up. Also, if you've been trying a diet or care routine that isn't giving you results, it's time to reconsider your options. Healthy eating will be the key to improving your physical condition. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Start a healthy diet as soon as possible. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.